We're back with a Fox News alert. The White House briefing President Biden following the horrifying scene of a driver in an SUV plowing into a crowd of people attending a Christmas parade in downtown Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Congressman James Comer, ranking member of the House Oversight Committee, joins us now. And Congressman, we're all trying to process this horrific tragedy together as these details unfold. What's your reaction as we learn that President Biden is aware of the situation and has reached out to local law enforcement to offer support?
Well, it's just a terrible thing. I know all of our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone there in Wisconsin. Just another tragedy in that state. Hopefully, President Biden will get input from everyone and find out the facts and then react accordingly.
Meantime, there is other news on this Monday. Hunter Biden's firm reportedly helping a Chinese company purchase one of the most lucrative cobalt mines in the Congo from an American company. We're going to pop the headline from the New York Times up on your screen. Look, Congressman, each week there's a new and concerning revelation about these Biden-China ties, yet nothing's done about it. Are you confident that Republicans will get to the bottom of it all when they take over Congress, if they take over Congress in 2022? And how do you feel these Hunter-Biden ties are influencing policy?
Well, I can promise you this. Hunter Biden will be a top priority for House Republicans on the House Oversight Committee when we flip the House in 2022 and start in January of 2023. We all know Hunter Biden's a walking, talking conflict of interest, but I've been saying for months that Hunter Biden's a national security threat, and this is further proof. The fact that he continues to peddle influence to foreign nationals is concerning. But when you look at the implications for our national security, one of the things that Joe Biden's trying to do, he's making no secret about it. He's trying to convert all of our vehicles to electric, and he's trying to make our military green. And to do this, you have to have cobalt in those batteries. And the biggest threat to our national security now from China is the fact that they can control the electric vehicle battery market. And this gives them more of an advantage in cornering that market. And the fact that Joe Biden sits back and the Democrats sit back and they don't raise an alarm, they don't question Hunter Biden, is very troubling.
Yeah, just to emphasize what you're saying, one of the reasons this story is so important is that cobalt is one of the things that goes into electric batteries. And one of the ways that China wants to become the world's most dominant superpower is to own all of these important minerals. So if the president's son helped this Chinese company gain control of this cobalt mine, did the president's son just help the enemy against the United States?
Yes, he did. There's no question about it. And this is at a time when President Biden, through his environmental policies, is making it harder to mine in America. So many of these rare earth minerals are found in countries around the world, many in Africa, like the company that you just mentioned there. And the fact that Hunter Biden his firm helped negotiate a deal from an American company to a Chinese company is very concerning. When you look at the Pentagon, you look at the threats to our national security. One of the threats is the fact that China owns a lot of companies that make parts to our military equipment. The military leaders will say, well, none of the military equipment's being manufactured in China. It may not be, but many of the parts manufacturers are owned by Chinese companies. And this just gives China another leg up and another opportunity to compromise our national security.
Where's the intellectual curiosity from Democrats on this? I mean, this wasn't a story in Breitbart or the Federalist. This was in the New York Times, yet you don't hear any Democrats saying we need to look into this.
They don't mention Hunter Biden. If you say something to them about Kamala Harris or one of the Biden cabinet secretaries, they'll immediately snap back in a committee hearing, and they'll call out partisanship and racism and whatever they have to do to defend their Democrat Biden administration official. But when a Republican says something about Hunter Biden, all you hear is crickets. They know Hunter Biden is a problem. They just don't want to talk about it, and they hope he'll go away, but he's not going to go away. He makes checks the news every week, and every week it's something a little worse than the previous week. So the Democrats are going to continue to turn a blind eye to Hunter Biden. This is going to be a big issue for House Republicans when we try to win the midterms, because somebody needs to hold Hunter Biden accountable, because he's a national security threat.
Yeah, and hopefully White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki gets a question on this front during the next press briefing, because it definitely warrants it. Congressman James Comer, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.